Yeah, my video got interrupted, so I'm gonna make this as a part two. Now, back to what I'm saying is, yeah, they had Latrell Sprewell and all that, but Latrell Sprewell was good with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was not good. I mean, he was a solid player with the Minnesota Timberwolves, but his reputation with a bad attitude and better known as choking his coach in his days with the Golden State Warriors back in the 90s, and him saying that money that they was giving him was not enough to feed his family, talking about I got a family to feed and all that, and he didn't want to take some type of contract back in the days when he got with the Minnesota Timberwolves, when he got traded away from the New York Knicks. So KG back in '03 and '04 had some. That was like the only years in Minnesota where he had help. Latrell Sprewell been here before after being in the finals back in 1999 against the San Antonio Spurs and wound up losing. Sam Cassell wound up winning back-to-back championship with the Houston Rockets in 94, 95, along with the Akeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Kenny Jet Smith, and all them, Robert Big Shot Horry, and stuff like that. So he had some veterans that could, with experience, that was that close to making to the finals and stuff. But sadly, in the Western Conference Finals back in '04, Sam Cassell wound up getting injured, I remember, and they fell short against the Los Angeles Lakers. And I don't find this as an L on Kevin Garnett's part, because due to the fact that in the finals, they wound up that same Lakers team that beat that Minnesota Timberwolves team wound up losing 4-1, I believe, against the Detroit Pistons team. So then 04, 06, he didn't make the play. Kevin Garnett didn't make the playoffs. And also part of the reason why it was not a failure, it didn't hit his prime, didn't get wasted in Minnesota, is due to the fact that this man took this Minnesota Timberwolves team to 8 playoff runs, 8 consecutive playoffs. He took this team to the playoffs 8 fucking times, bro. 8 freaking times, bro. With no freaking help whatsoever. No fucking help. On me, bro, he didn't. I mean, yes, when he got drafted, he had a veteran by the name of Sam Mitchell, and who also, the other person that also won the ring with the Los Angeles Lakers by the name, but he wasn't good enough to get Kevin Garnett over the hump in Minnesota, by the name of Isaiah Ryder. Isaiah Ryder was his name, but he had some solid teammates like Isaiah Ryder, Sam Mitchell early on in his career. But the NBA, that 1996 NBA draft, fucked up his chances of winning a title in Minnesota. It really did. From the bottom of my heart, I really wish they should have just stuck by that Ray Allen, him going to Minnesota. Minnesota fucked it all up for not letting Ray Allen shine and help and be a teammate to Kevin Garnett, KG, bro, aka the big ticket. But other than that, man, everybody loved KG when he went to the Boston Celtics. People remember him more with the Boston Celtics. Me personally, I remember him before all that shit. At the tail end of his career, I will always forever remember remember this man as a Minnesota Timberwolves. To me, he's not a Boston Celtic. He's forever, forever, ever, ever a Minnesota Timberwolves at heart. Man, the motherfucker, man, ended his fucking career with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves. He ended his career as a Minnesota Timberwolf. That was the most greatest fucking story that you could ever fucking imagine. Just like when Allen Iverson finished his career with the Philadelphia 76ers. He got drafted with Philly. He ended his career with fucking Philly. Even though these players, when they ended their career, wasn't the same players. But that was a fucking story to watch. Same with Kobe Bean Bryant. One of my main favorite player of all times. I put him above LeBron and Michael Jeffrey Jordan. But KG, man, was that motherfucker, bro. Was that dog that would get in your fucking head mentally, take you out the fucking game. The only person he couldn't fuck with mentally in the head, couldn't get in his head, was Tim motherfucking Duncan. You know, I might be crazy when I say this, but KG was always, to me, was always a better player, a better player, power forward, a better player than Tim Duncan. The only thing that Tim Duncan is better with KG is the 5 fucking rings, and he had a better supportive team than fucking KG. He had a way better, good system in San Antonio than fucking KG in Minnesota. Minnesota didn't start to have that. KG didn't start having that support until he got with the Boston Celtics with Paul Pierce, Doc Rivers, and them boys. But looking back on KG's career, that he played 21 years in the NBA league, bro, there's not going to be, you cannot compare this man to nobody in the league. There's never going to be a guy like KG. To me, he's one of the bestest power forward player that ever put on a Minnesota Timberwolves uniform. Number 21. And it's so fucked up that the owner don't want to, like, I don't know, don't want to squash the beef with KG. Because that nigga know, that motherfucker owner knows on 4 that nigga know that KG jersey deserves to be in that Target Center. KG, I mean, it's cool that his jersey got retired in Boston. But motherfucker, bro, his jersey should be retired, should be in the fucking Raptors with Minnesota. The dude was MVP in Minnesota. He took y'all to the not the championship. He took y'all to the playoffs 8 fucking times. Almost gave y'all a fucking title. Made the Minnesota Timberwolves relevant. And not only that, bro, he paid away for guys like Cat, Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, anybody that was that ever put on a Minnesota Timberwolves uniform. KG deserves some respect in Minnesota. He does get a lot of love in Minnesota, but I feel like he doesn't get a lot of praise and a lot of love in Minnesota. He gets more praise and love in Boston than he do in his own hometown. Now, you know, when I'm talking about hometown, I'm talking about his hometown as a player in Minnesota. Not too far where he's from in Chicago. It's like 4 hours away from where I live at. Like, you know, Chicago, Rockford, they almost like close by. They almost like literally close to Minnesota, but it's like only 4 hour drive, not too far. I'm not too far from Minnesota, but y'all get what the fuck I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, bruh, KG, man, you deserve everything. Everything. Your jersey should get retired. I don't care what nobody say. One love, peace. Shout out to the whole Minnesota Timberwolves fan base. Y'all got such an amazing fan base. I love y'all. One love, peace. Shout out to my subscribers, my fans out there. And one love. Y'all just watch C-Boz Rock for TV. My name's C-Boz and I'm out. Peace, one love. C-Boz out. See y'all on the next video. Peace. Deuces.